Hey everybody, what's up? It's almost the month of October, and I can kind of feel Halloween coming. So I think we need to do another ghost story. So I came back to a ghost story that I'm familiar with. I'm in Bear River City, and we're at the Crybaby Bridge. And according to that sign up there, it was built in 1889. That's a pretty old bridge. But there's a scary story behind this bridge. Two stories actually. Both tragedies, but they both happened right here at this bridge. One day, a mother that thought her children were possessed by the devil took them on a car ride, came to this bridge, and drove her car into the river, killing all three of them. I think it's a true story, but I don't know for sure, because it is a legend, and I don't think anybody's found the articles saying that it actually happened, so who knows for sure. One day a man was out here working in a field, and his son came with him, and his son decided to come over and play on the bridge with his dog. And the local mailman was delivering the mail, and he swerved to miss the boy's dog and hit the boy and launched him into the river. That one was a tragic true story. But the legend has it, if you came and parked on this bridge, rolled down your windows, and turned off your lights and honked your horn 3 times, you could hear the cries of the children. This is what I remember. The potholes were so deep you could see into the river. It was scary when you could drive across this bridge. I went to high school in Box Elder High, and so I've been on this bridge a few times and rolled down my window, turned my lights off, and honked my horn 3 times. I never did see any ghosts, but it's a good story and a good scare. And this is the Bear River. But it's been a long time since I've been on this bridge. Pretty cool. I had no idea it was from 1889. That's old. Oh, here's a big pothole. Right down in the river. Anticipating the completion of the Transcontinental Railroad, Corrine was laid out in 1869. 300 lots were sold in the first day. The local newspaper boasted nearly 1,000 permanent residents and not one who was Mormon. Located at the end of the Montana Trail, the freight wagons full of ore from the goldfields of Montana would come straight to Corrine for transport. Plans were to have steamships run the Bear River across the Great Salt Lake and then to the Jordan River to service the entire Wasatch Front. Their plan was to compete with Salt Lake City. The leaders of Corrine even tried giving a northern portion of Utah to Idaho and attempted to make Corrine the capital of Utah. That's when Brigham Young stepped in, building a railroad from Ogden to Franklin, Idaho, cutting off the Montana Trail and the dreams of Corrine. Now I'm in Corrine, Utah. It's not too far away from Brigham City. But this was the site of the old Opera House. And right next to it was the first weather station in Utah. I thought that was pretty interesting. Just learned that right now. And for a while, Corrine had the largest opera house outside of Salt Lake City. I don't think this is it anymore. I think they tore down the opera house a long time ago. One way you can always tell how well a town's doing is if there's a Freemason building in town. And we got one right here in Corrine. It's definitely old. It's definitely been here for a while. And I always wonder why they block out all the windows so you can never see any daylight inside. But every window is boarded up. I suggest if you don't know anything about the Freemasons, might be a good time to go check into them. They're a little bit fishy to me, suspicious. Sylvia A. Musser, huh? We got an all-you-can-eat fried oyster and ham dinner on November 14th for $20. All you can eat. Ham and oysters. That's a weird combo. Okay. Enough about the Freemasons, I guess. Okay, here's a spot that is now freshly haunted. Late this summer, somebody was out here doing some fishing in their boat and they got caught in a lightning storm. Lightning hit their boat, knocked everyone out of the boat, and one of the men did not survive. They had to come and pull his body out of the river. But now, they'll probably be in this river forever. So, if you're out here catfishing, watch out for the guy in the boat. Just north of Brigham City, in 1910, the Ogden Portland Cement Company opened its doors. I don't know if this place is haunted, but it's old and it's still here. Kind of. Ups and downs in the economy and the demand for concrete fluctuated. There were often layoffs. In 1931, a catastrophic fire broke out in the cement plant. The Brigham City Fire Department was unable to provide assistance due to some paperwork. An insurance contract stated that all fire equipment must remain in city limits. So all the firemen jumped in their personal cars and went to help. Unfortunately, the entire structure was a loss, and this is what's left today. Welcome to Brigham City. Right here on Main Street is a little haunted cafe that opened in 1921. Staff and customers have reported paranormal activity. Ghosts, strange moving shadows, distant voices calling out their names, items moving on their own, even the feeling of being touched. The Idle Isle is the oldest restaurant that is still open in Utah. Before it became the Idle Isle, in 1892, the son of Brigham Young invested thousands of dollars to complete the brick building. This building and many others were rumored to have hidden underground tunnels across Brigham City, said to be used by the polygamous families during the 1800s to evade the persecution of the government. This was the alleyway that you could get on the roof of these places. We got a security camera now. I think when I was in high school, somebody got caught throwing bricks off the top of the building. They hit a couple cars. They got in some big trouble. This is the Brigham City train depot. This area is said to be haunted by a shadowy figure. but most reports are of a presence, a feeling that somebody is watching. No one knows the origin of this ghost for sure, but it's believed to be a worker who died during the construction in 1906. Early day text messaging.
Yes, and so I saw that text thing and it got in my head. Got in my head, but it was not supposed to be there. So we just have a lot of things in here that are, I gotta put it over.
Old cart for your luggage. Got a pile of isolators.
And they're out here, we got Corrine and that's what happened.
Yeah, there's some cool tools there.
We take it, you don't realize how much work it was for these guys to put these rails in and been cleaning out their, storage, and they just gave us the scale.
Oh, really?
This is a new one.
That's a nice one.
Yeah, this is a new one. We decided to put a little basket of fruit to kind of produce, fruit and vegetables. Anyway, there's just some cool stuff in this here museum. We don't really see any pictures at all. It's over there now. A little bottle that you put oil. And in the office there's a battery. The thing that goes up and down and the lights to warn people before.
Yeah, I've been in a couple cabooses. They're all a little different.
Yeah, they are.
They're all pretty cool though.
Yeah, this is the bed. Here's, it says the fuel tank, and this was the stove.
Yeah, the last one I seen didn't have a stove in it still.
they would cook their dinner or cook their meal. Here, oh look, here's the key I like. What's it doing in here?
It was hiding in here.
Yeah, this is the key that I think works the best. And see, I just knew it had a caboose on it, so I grabbed two that have cabooses on it. But this is the one I like. And then you'd have, somebody back here and use this little window. And
Because didn't they watch for parts falling off the train?
yeah, they were to, but back then they didn't have a radio system or anything. But yeah, they kind of had a job to do back here.
Wow, this little desk.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, it doesn't want to open.
It
There
does.
It
It does. I sometimes carry a rag and dust. Everything's dusty. And a trade device, sometimes referred to as a,
If you're talking haunted hotspots in Brigham City, you can't forget this place. This was the site of the Bushnell Military Hospital. In its time, this was the 5th largest military hospital in the world. This hospital focused on amputees and brain injuries. They did a lot of experimental treatments here. They had experimental drugs, they used hypnosis, and they used electroshock therapy. Hopefully no frontal lobotomies or nothing like that. But we don't know. It's a military thing, so it's probably classified. But this has always been a place where people talked about there being ghosts. It's even said that they had POWs here at one time. And then later it became the Indian school. And eventually that got shut down. Most of the buildings got tore down. And now it's turned into apartments and stuff everywhere. But when I was growing up, this place was always haunted. This is where you came if you wanted to scare somebody. Oh yeah, I almost forgot to talk about the tunnels that are supposedly under Brigham City. I don't know for sure. Rumors say that there are tunnels underneath the Brigham City from this military hospital. It was during World War II, so we were afraid of a nuclear bomb coming and getting us. So the rumor is they made tunnels all throughout underneath Brigham City for military purposes. I did find an old building that is open. It's a business now, like a furniture store. Well, let's go in and look. Good, how are you? They still have an old freight elevator. I don't think it works. It's crooked. But they had one. Okay, this is hooked to 2 more buildings. So there's 2 more buildings we can look at while we're here. So keep your eye out for a ghost. Nice old wooden squeaky floor for us. Look at all those antiques. Wow, I think this is the oldest electric stove I've ever seen. Holy cow, we got some old sports cars in here. And it says it's a Lotus. And I have no idea what that guy is. It looks like a Porsche, but I don't think so. Maybe it's another Lotus. I don't know if we're supposed to be up here, but we are. We're up here now. Well, if anywhere's got a ghost, it's right here. Anybody got an old Lionel railroad set? They got some parts right here for you. We got some old 8-tracks right here. What do we got? Myron Florin. Polka Polka Polka. That sounds like a good one. Dreamin'? Huh. Lots of old bottles you can come by. A bugler. If you're from Ogden, you might remember this sign. An old Smith & Edwards sign. Check out that bad boy. Check out this old club. We're back on the main street of Brigham City, and it's dark now, so maybe now we can catch some ghosts. Let me know in the comments if you see any. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.